Ever since I stepped foot in Redding, California in 2013, I have been dreaming with God about the people of Africa. I have never been to Africa before, but I have interacted with the people. I have seen their faces in visions. I have heard their voices in dreams. And through these dreams and visions, God has given me a huge heart for the people. So when I signed up for missions trips this year at Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry, I decided to put down random trips to Africa. 2 days before we were to find out what missions trips we had been placed on, we had an international day in school during second year. The overseer of second year, Gabe, called out different nations, and the students who represented those nations came up on stage and started declaring things over their nations in their native languages. I stood in my row as I watched all of the students from South Africa walk up onto the stage. As soon as they started declaring over the nation of South Africa, I became so overwhelmed by the presence and the power of God that I ended up on the floor. And while I was on the floor, I heard God saying over me, "I give you the blessing of South Africa. I give you the blessing of South Africa," over and over. What was crazy to me was a year before this happened, a girl from South Africa in my first year revival group prophesied over me one night, and she just started saying, "I give you the blessing of South Africa," over and over. Neither one of us knew what it meant at the time, so I just received it and then totally forgot about the word until that moment when I was on the floor and I heard God saying it over me. I knew in that moment that God was calling me to the nation of South Africa, and 2 days later I found out that I had been placed on a missions trip to South Africa. I feel extremely called to the nation of South Africa at this time. However, I need your help to get there. I have $1,400 left to raise for my trip, and this payment is due on February 6th. If just 140 people give $10 each, I will have this payment. If you would like to help send me to South Africa, you can go to trips.ibethel.org and type in my name under Search for a Traveler. Your investment into my life will mean the world to me, and I truly believe that when you sow into my life, you are sowing into revival for the entire nation of South Africa. I'm so excited to see what the Lord has for me in this nation, and I can't wait to share my experiences with you. Thank you for sowing into my life.